Hello, and today I'm going to do a rehouse. As you can see, I've got one of my new bigger enclosures, glass enclosures that I'm going to do for an arboreal. And the species, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, is the PSALMOPOEUS PULCHER, the Panama Blonde. Now, this is a stunning species, beautiful coloration, as you can see on the screen there. But with these, I think PSALMOPOEUS can be a feisty genus, and you've got the PSALMOPOEUS, which I absolutely love, gorgeous, but they can be quite feisty, defensive. Then you've got the Victorii, then the Cambridges, one of my favourites. I love how feisty they are. I would say the PSALMOPOEUS pulcher is the calmest species. I've got a few of these. I'm just going to show you two, and we'll rehouse the one that's in here. But we'll just show you them and I'll show you what I mean. They're also sexually dysmorphic, so when they're younger, you're not going to tell the difference unless you know how to sex them. They're both the same, but as the males mature, when they go to their final molt, they actually change colour, and there's a few different colours I've seen myself. They go like a grey sort of green, but then I've also had one that went more orange by the feet, but still with a greyish green. But then the abdomen, I've had two different males that have had slightly two different colours on the abdomen. One had more of a black abdomen and another one went more duller and greyish with like that greenish sort of tint. But the females just stay absolutely stunning like that there. They just are gorgeous all the way through. And this one is a confirmed female and she is absolutely beautiful. But I just wanted to show you from a small one to this one, which is, I'd say, an adult, not fully grown. She's still got some more room to grow. But what I want to do is just give her a bigger enclosure, and hopefully she doesn't web the whole thing up, because you can see from there that every single part of it is completely webbed up to the point you can't see them. And if any of you have had a PSALMOPOEUS pulcher out there, you know as a sling it just stays straight down. You need like a little vial like this or a pot like these, what I do, and just put like a centerpiece, like a twig. That's it. They web all around it and they do tunnels. And this one is, like I said, nearly an adult, if possibly an adult, and it still lives at the bottom of the cork bark. Comes up and ventures around. Anytime I take this off, just goes skittish, runs all over the place, hates light, hates any noise, and just goes down in there. So you don't really see it that often if you disturb it or make any noise. So I'm trying to put it in this one so I can get a clearer view of it at all times. But I just wanted to show you what it does in the enclosure. So let me show you the smaller one and I'll show you the bigger one. So that's all I've done on my tubs that I get off TikTok. Absolutely love these. And I leave all these clear, so I don't put any holes on the side of the glass. I do it on the edges, all the way up and down. Substrate at the bottom. No gravel layer or anything in this one because I don't have it that humid. With these, I'd say 65% to 75%. But I keep them more, I'd say 60%. I let the substrate dry out at the bottom, and I put ink pots here, both sides of the enclosure. I fill them up and it is absolutely fine. And if it is a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, then I'll just spray slightly on the actual web like so. And that is all I'll do. And I'll do that maybe once a week with the spray, but I make sure these water dishes are always topped up. The spider in question is down there. I can see if I can try and feed it to give you a shot, but now that I've got the torch on, I know this one won't come out, won't do anything. But let me just see if I can try. They are normally really good eaters, but as they're spooked, I probably will not get anything, but let me just try. Oh, I did this time. If you can see the coloration there, and then it will just disappear off in. So this one's nearly getting ready to be rehoused. And you can see where it's living in there. So I've no idea if this is a male or a female at the minute. Just trying to get you to have a look at the coloration of it, but as they always do, is stay down hunkered in their burrow. But look at the amount of webbing that they do. So that's a smaller one. That's a couple of inches, I'd say about 2 inches. Leave that there. Now let's have a look at the bigger one. See if you can compare the enclosures on the inside with the webbing. So let's take this one off. Right, so we have the water dish down at the bottom. It was at the top, but this spider broke it off and consistently moves it around. But you can see the amount of webbing, and this is over some time now. So I was cleaning off the glass and I would remove this and it would just put more and more. So I left it now, and you can see that it layers over and over all the time, and it's done it all the way around. And I never see it apart from in the evening, but as soon as I make any noise, it will not come out at all. And there we have it. Look, you can see the coloration. Absolutely stunning, and the size of the bum. I think this one's well fed, but I can't see in there because of the webbing. It's blocking my angle, so I'm going to have to try and get this one out and into the other enclosure. So what I'm going to do is try and get it to come out from here and just go up and in, and hopefully we can have a look at it here. But I normally use this straw. As you can see, it's got a load of holes from bite marks from tarantulas, and mainly this is from PSALMOPOEUS. But on this one, I'm not expecting a bite. Let's see if we can pull this one up. We have to destroy all the lovely webbing it's done. See if we can encourage it out. Absolutely beautiful. Almost looks like an OPT from that angle. Come on then, look at those peach colours. Now it realises I'm not a threat. Oh god, that is very, very well fed. See if I can get her to go the other way. Come on, sweetie. Being very, very patient. Oh, she is in real good condition. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Come on, sweetie. In you go. Beautiful. Hopefully she won't web up this enclosure as much as she's done, but I'd love to see her sit out in the open. And I cannot do this with a Cambridgey. Come on, up and over. Here we go. There we go, look. Go, encouraged her down. That is absolutely lovely. So this would be perfect for her. I'm hoping she'll sit out on this piece of wood here, which would be absolutely lovely. So there we go. So how stunning was she? And you can see what I mean by the colours there. Just the peach, the orange, with like the blacks running down through it. It's just absolutely stunning. I think PSALMOPOEUS creates some beautiful coloration patterns in some of their spiders. So as you can see, she gave me a defence in the start, but then I was getting her out of her home, so she's going to do that. But then she calmed down really quickly, and then you saw I could manipulate her to where I wanted to go. And I can't do that with any of the others. The nearest is the Victorii, the Darth Maul. I can have days where they just do what I want, and then days where they're just extremely defensive, and they will just slap and slap and slap. The Pia the same. This is, in my opinion, the most chilled PSALMOPOEUS, and it's just beautiful. So I'm hoping I can get her a little bit bigger, and I'm hoping the other one you saw is a male. If not, I've got another one. I'm hoping that's going to come up to be a male, because in here I have another one. This is a tiny little sling I've had for a few weeks, but as you can see, that it doesn't like the light, wants to run away from it. This is how they always stay.
but you can see from there the coloration of them are just absolutely stunning as slings. And for those that have them, that's how I keep them. Look, and they web up everywhere. And this one sits out in the evening on it, and I'll just keep an ink pot at the top full of water, and it's not webbed over it, but it's webbed up to it, so it does go up and drink. And then I just chuck the prey items in the middle. But that's how I look after my slings and raise them up.
So there we had it. So I hope you enjoyed that quick video, and I will see you on the next one.